We are at this car show in Sarnia, put on by the Sarnia
Street Machines.
Sarnia Street Machines. They've been doing this for like 23 some years.
Something like that, and they raise money for a good local cause, so it's great.
And this thing is a hit. It's a BMW Isetta. What year is this?
This is a 1958. It was built in Brighton, England. It's an Italian design, German built car specifically for the Canadian market.
Very, very cool. Like, they did build these for other countries, but what was it that made these ones specific for Canada?
The bumpers are different, the tail lights are different. There's a number of differences that you can tell an American one from a German one from a Canadian one. It's mostly the bumpers and the tail lights.
Okay. But the overall design around the world made them somewhat popular because they were efficient, fuel efficient, space efficient, obviously. I guess somewhat easy to park. What kind of engine is in this thing, and how much power does it generate?
So this is a BMW motorcycle engine, except that it's not a two-cylinder motorcycle engine. It's a one-cylinder. It produces 7.5 horsepower.
So that's kind of like an air compressor on wheels.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's capable of a top speed of about 50 miles per hour. So
that's mind-blowing. So I guess that really comes down to power and weight ratio and gearing, right?
Exactly. The car only weighs about 700 pounds.
Man. So what's it like to drive? I mean, I have been in one of these as a passenger, but how does it handle? How does it steer?
It's actually remarkably stable because of the wide set front wheels. But this car in particular hadn't been on the road since 1972 until 2 weeks ago. So we still have some kinks to work out, but it runs pretty well.
So was there a lot of work to do on this?
This one a fellow started restoring about 20 years ago. I bought the car painted, but with 4 cases of parts. Had a local guy, Terry, I'll give him a plug. Terry rebuilt the engine, did a fantastic job. We had a lot of chrome to do, some interior wiring, etc.
So where do you find parts like for a car like this? Is there much stuff that's like been fabricated? Is there like new old stock out there?
There's some new old stock. BMW's still manufactured parts for many years. There were many thousands of these cars built. Also, there are enough enthusiasts now that there are reproduction parts that you can acquire. And I just had to replace the left front brake hose on this car, and I found that a 1971 Spitfire fits. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So some parts are interchangeable, and I guess this was really a forerunner to, today's smart cars or today's Chevy Sonics, sort of, today's really small, efficient cars.
Yes. So it was built to meet the needs in post-war Europe, where there wasn't a lot of metal, there wasn't a lot of gasoline, the roadways are very small, and they needed cheap cars for mass production.
Well, I guess it just goes to show you, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for sharing the vehicle with us today.
My pleasure.